Hello everybody, the Bloodfather here, bringing you episode 9, 9 of my server play series on the Roguecraft server. I did do a lot of stuff in between episodes, mainly just reorganize my base. It was getting too cluttered. Just to show you, first off, bam, wireless door. That's right. As you can see, everything looks pretty organized around here. I did dabble in some Thaumcraft. Where's my book? Come on. It's a little bit laggy, but it's always a little bit laggy. Not as bad as it used to be, though. Oh, bet you it's down in my Thaumcraft chest. As you can see, let me reduce my speed here. I did reorganize everything, and I mean everything. All the extra stuff goes in chests labeled by which mods they belong to, and it's really helped me out in my organization, to be honest. But as you see, I've dabbled a little bit in the Thaumcraft, mainly because I wanted the Wand of Equal Trade, and as such went through a whole bunch of research all the way down into golems. I did all this, and the most recent one was Wand of Equal Trade. I researched over half this book already just for the Wand of Equal Trade. For those who don't know how to start off with Thaumcraft, the first thing you have to do is build you a wand. Wands are real simple. You start off with the Wand of the Apprentice. Come on, show it. Okay, maybe it won't show the recipe. And now it's frozen up on me. There we go. Okay, I'll come in here and I'll show you. So, to make a wand, all you need to do, 1 gold nugget, 1 stick, and any of the Thaumcraft shards that you find while out mining. Put them in a crafting table, gets you the Wand of the Apprentice. The second thing you're going to need to do is you're going to need to make some tables. Tables are real simple, just 2 wood planks and 3 wood slabs on top. For these right here, you only need a total of 3 tables. To make the arcane work table, you just place a regular table down and hit it with your right click with the Wand of the Apprentice, which is where my wand's sitting at right now because I had made that not long ago. Pretty much just like a crafting table, but it uses power from the wand to craft the Thaumcraft items. And this right here is the research table. In order to make the research table, you do 2 tables, and you have to make you a scribing tool, which is just a glass bottle, a feather, and an ink sac. And pretty much you place the 2 tables down next to each other, and doesn't really show it in action. But you place the 2 tables down next to each other and hit it with that scribing tool, and voila, you get your Thaumcraft table, research table. On another note, as you can see, I did reorganize things over here. Moved my books down, my mailbox, my jukebox. These stayed in the same spot. As you can see, I do have a nice big old ME network going on here. Right now, I have this machine here, which is my induction furnace, which is constantly making me smooth stone. I put the relay on top with an export bus. This is constantly loading it up with cobblestone. The cobblestone is constantly getting shot down into here. And I have an import bus coming out the side, which is pulling it all back out and putting it into my system. Another thing I do have the wireless access terminal now. So pretty much anywhere, just about anywhere actually, in my base. I think it's up to where this table's at, because I don't think it reaches in this corner. No, it doesn't reach in the corner. But it reaches right here. I can now manually access my my stuff no matter where I'm at in the base, which really helps me out. But if you look here, I've been going crazy on the stone. mainly for my my base that I'm building, which I will be working on today, a lot today. Plus a lot of cobblestone. In terms of my bees that I started last episode, they haven't really gotten too far because honestly I keep forgetting I even have them. Biggest thing is I'm trying to get the imperial bees and the industrial bees. Those are like the first two that I always aim for, and according to everybody else, those are the two best ones to start with. But I will show you the rest of this here in a second. Well, I can show you this part because it's really the only other part. I do have my ore automation going now. Pretty much when ores come in from my quarry, they get imported into these, which right now there's nothing in there. They automatically get pulverized down and they get sent over to the electric furnace, you know, just like normal. They get smelted up and put into this chest. This chest is always empty because I have an import bus that automatically imports everything that gets put into that chest back into my system. And let's see if it'll let me. There we go. As you see, iron, gold, tin, copper, ferocious ore, lead, and silver are all put into there. As well as for over top of the electric furnace, I have aluminum and cinnabar ore. So any of that I get automatically gets put in here, gets processed, and sent into the system. As you can see, I do have one sitting over top of my macerator here. That is for, there we go, the moissanite ore, which I guess I could put that in stack mode just to be on the safe side. That way then it's not jamming up. There we go. See, this baby's going now. Yep, got some iron that just came in. That looks like that's all that came in. It's just some iron, which is going through the system. And if we watch it from here, because it'll be quick, as soon as it processes, which should be, there we go, automatically gets picked up and put into the system. I do have a compressor now. Was using it for quite a bit of stuff. What else have I added? Oh yeah, my beautiful tank room in here. Instead of having them all cluttered up down there, I brought tanks into here. I made an even bigger tank. This is a 7x7x6. Mainly because I wanted extra room on top. Let's turn my jet boots on, so I could put the liquid tesseracts on top of the deal to have it pour in when I need it to. On top of that, I do have my chunk loader here, but this is only temporary. I do have a tank with oil in it. I had found quite a few different areas for oil and went ahead and pumped them out. And as you see, I got a nice tank full of fuel here too. And let's just go downstairs and I'll show you why. Down here is my power room. As you can see, I got a lot of redstone energy cells trying to keep the power of my system constantly going pretty much. I got what is that? It's 1 2 3 4 5 6 times 4, so that's 24. 24 times 4 is 96, if my math is right. It's 96 megajoules per tick that I'm producing right now. So it's pretty much more than enough to run my system, and I have yet to impact it yet. I do have my geothermals. That's for my ME system and my industrial craft machines. And as you can see right here, this is my refineries. I really only needed 3 in my opinion, so that's all I did. Pretty much constantly pumping the oil in there, and then the oil is turning around. The refinery is turning around and making it into fuel, and it's getting pumped right back up into that tank. Down here, I eliminated my red power sorting machine. I did have it up and running for a while, but I decided I wanted to continue with ME. So as you can see, I got my ender chest. I have 1 2 3, I have 4 import buses on this thing, pulling constantly. And if I remember right, I do have my quarries going right now, so I can show you. As you see, it's just constantly pulling everything. And anything I don't want to carry on me, I can easily throw in there. Which is another reason why I made me an ender pouch. That way then I could clear my inventory whenever I don't need something. So that baby's going now, which is real beautiful because I don't have to worry about the huge entities from red power being generated. And if we go over here, you see that number just constantly goes up, and so does this one. So it's already at 70k. It was at 66 earlier. That's it for this floor. I still have a lot I want to do here. I just been working slowly on this one. Down here, as you can see, I don't have my moistener down here anymore. Which actually I don't know if I had the moistener in episode 8 or not. But I did have me a peat bog farm going for a little while, and then I decided I wanted to go ahead and get rid of that for right now. Instead, I have a nice beautiful tree farm going. That's right. And this is using, oops, jumping too high. Oh, jump boots are still on. Okay, there we go. This is using the forestry multi-block farm. As you can see, which actually I should probably put some more dirt in there, just to be on the safe side. It's actually a pretty simple machine, or a pretty simple deal to use. I can show you real quick how they're made. It's pretty simple. Farm. It's these blocks right here. The ones I did was the stone brick, since I had a lot of stone brick. Pretty much, you have to make some tin electron tubes, which is why I have that thermomic fabricator now up there by my rolling machine. Make a bunch of tin electron tubes, which is done in that thermionic fabricator. It's 5 tin into redstone. You put sand, glass panes, pretty much anything like that, so it'll get melted down. And voila, you get your 10 electron tubes. Believe for this little setup I have here, it's 3 by 3 by 4. Is a total of 36 blocks that you would need. If we jump down here, as you can see, I do have import bus on this as well. This is actually my longest cable. It stretches all the way up into the walls and up into my system. But I do have some buildcraft pipes because I haven't tested out whether it actually import bus works directly off the farm hatch or not, which I'll find out here later on. But if you come down here, these farms do need constant water because they got to keep the soil hydrated. So I have an aqueous accumulator with water pumping into a what is it called? Valve, a farm valve. There you go. That pumps into the farm valve. Another thing that you do need is the gearbox, and you also need a farm hatch. The gearbox is to give this baby power, and that's what I got going on right here with the energy tesseract. That way then I don't have to keep up with it. And then the farm hatch here, which is how you access all these down here, which is all the extra items. This is it's not 100% needed. Those two kind of are. This one not so much. You can kind of go into the farm and pull the items out yourself if you want to. The hatches just makes it easier for more automation. And because of this beautiful farm that took me a while to get, because I started only with 4 saplings, or no, 9 saplings. But because of it, I have tons of wood. 745 right now. Which the scarcity of wood, especially being way out here in the ocean, is the whole reason I decided to build this, because I got tired of having to go 3,000 blocks or so just to find me some wood. Another thing I did down here, as you can see, is I put a bunch of farms down here. I was running out of potato or food, so I was growing a bunch of potatoes for a while. But then I started growing just nothing but wheat. Once I had a good amount of potatoes, I increased the size of my netherwort farm. I got tons of flax going because I was using the flax seeds for my Thaumcraft research, as well as I still have my pumpkin and melons growing, and my sugar cane going right there for my paper and whatever else I needed, as well as cactus. Still have my slime chunk here. Haven't really reached tier 5 just yet. The reason for that being is I keep jumping around so much that I don't give them time to spawn in. But that's it for this floor and that floor. This floor, as you can see, is completely empty. Oh, a new tool that I did make me was the staff. What is it called? Sojourner's staff. Pretty much, it's a pretty easy staff to make, just a little time consuming to make it. Excuse me. Requires a blaze rod, 4 gold ingots, 2 magma cream, and 2 glowing waters. The glowing waters is a condensed splash serum with 4 glowing dust. And to make that splash serum, you need a vial of water with gunpowder, netherwort, and glowstone. Pretty simple, honestly. What it does is it allows you to place torches at a distance. So let's scoot way back here so I can show you. I can be way back here and still place a torch. It's pretty handy, in my opinion. I was using it a lot, especially on my giant sphere up in the sky, which, as you can see, done a little bit of work too, but not a lot. This thing consumes your torches, so once you put them in your inventory, it's going to eat them all up. And then the further the distance, the more torches it's going to use. So even if you consumed 5 stacks, you're not necessarily going to be able to place down 5 stacks. That's how this staff works. Which, to me, torches are the easiest thing in the world to make, especially when you have an overflow of coal and all that, like I do. So it didn't really bother me too much, but I really do love it. Think that's about it of all the new additions that I've made. Tried to wing myself off of this. My main goal for today is I'm trying to at least finish up this sphere. That way then I can start actually working on doing the interior and stuff like that, and working on the exterior and building things how I want to build it. I haven't really thought too much into if there's any building I want to do. I had planned on doing this on camera, but I've been having a lot of lag issues, and trying to record has been terrible. So I thought I would just show you guys this little setup versus actually doing it for you guys, or recording it for you guys. Which reminds me, I did move my ME controller down here along with my bat box and MFE. The MFE is still receiving power from my tower of power, just a little bit more cable to make it reach this far. And I believe that's about it, to be honest. I will be back here in a little while, probably after I finish up that sphere, so we can do a little bit of recording, show you how it looks overall. This is my new way out from now on. But as you can see, I've done a little bit. Not a whole lot. I still need to fill in the tops and all that. Probably going to make me a wand of equal trade. And just to show you guys, just so that you know how to make one, I purposely didn't show the research, me doing the research or anything like that, because in my opinion, the research should be done on your own. That's the best way to learn how to do it, which starting off is real simple, plus you can easily go to wikis to learn how to do it. But a wand of equal trade has to be used in an infusion altar, which I haven't made one yet, but I will. But it's pretty much 3 V stones with the wand of the apprentice. You need 4 instrumentum and 16 permutatio, which pretty much 4 flint, because the flint is what I use for the instrumentum, and 16 seeds. Pretty much all the seeds have that permutatio. And like I said, I use the flax seeds for that one, since I always generate a whole bunch. Another thing that I have been enjoying seeing is my giant shadow in the water every single time. I love it. It's been interesting to see. The only thing I don't like is that it's starting to it hasn't fully messed with it yet, but the reason I wanted to wing off the red power is because once I do start building that, this isn't going to collect as much sunlight. Oh, well, it looks like I didn't fill in my stuff. I'll have to come up here and fill this out. Anyways, I will be back in probably a good while. I want to go ahead and get that sphere finished up so we can start working on that. I know I did all sorts of work to this place now, but eventually, once that is finished up interior wise and exterior wise, I will be moving to that location. I do still have plans for this place, which will be in later episodes. I will tell you what I plan for here, but until then, I'm just gonna keep living here. Not that I'm complaining. This is my favorite, one of my favorite bases I've ever made. Oh, well, yeah, I just remembered something. I could show this to you guys. Is it on this side? Which side is it on? So hard to see. This side. You remember, if you guys remember back in the beginning when I first started building this, I had that little layout already. I had that little square already mapped out of how I wanted to do this thing, because I wanted to have multiple room type deals attached to it. Well, this is the fruits of that labor. This is the that square built up in a pyramid shape. I didn't want to make it too big, which is why it's really not too big. But this, I decided to go ahead and build this up and make it into my power room, which is beautiful. Just beautiful. Anyways, we will be back here in a good while once I have done quite a bit of work on this. If I do decide that I do need to build anything, I will go ahead and do a recording, since I am recording during this. I will go ahead and record up and lag. I just lost my train of thought. If I do need to build anything specific, I will record it for you guys and explain it like I have been trying to do. But until then, I will see you guys here in a good bit. Okay, and we're back, everybody. Been really hard at work. It's time for you guys to see pretty much the main structure of this place. Let me just turn around here. Voila. With the help of our server's master builder, Alretha, I was able to get this beautiful baby rolling. As you can see, we got the nice, beautiful bowl, as you can guess. I have started laying out everything. I got my grass and all that stuff. And if I come down here, it's a little laggy, so this recording won't be too long. But as you can see, I got the beginning of my base laid out. And this is only just a start. There's still so much more to do. I've been kind of goofing off. As you can see, I got this little pillar here. I was goofing off with the micro blocks. This in here is my favorite part. Bam! Look at that. Completely hollowed out. It is 4 blocks thick. The ceiling itself is only 2. I may make it 3 later on. I'm not sure. And as for these you will understand what this is for later on. But yeah, as you can see, this is going to be a huge place, and it's going to be well worth it in my opinion. It's going to be my actual base. Everything's going to go in here by the time I'm done. Let's go ahead and fly back up here. Get kind of a further away view. There we go. We'll even hide that so you get a good view of it. Now, this build here is based off a specific anime I used to watch all the time when I was a kid, and one that I have just recently started rewatching just because I ran out of animes to watch. Those who know it will probably understand the build concept. Oops. And let me just say now that the build concept is going to be pretty close to what is in that anime. I'm kind of hoping everybody can kind of guess what it would be from. But I'm going to put my own little twist on it. Instead of making it an exact replica like I wanted to at first, I wanted to turn jetpack off. There we go. I wanted to go ahead and oops, fell too far. And jump. Fail. Anyways, I wanted to put my own little twist on it. I don't want to make an exact copy of it like most people do. I was looking online and saw a bunch of different people do this build, and yeah, I don't want to go the exact replica, seeing as how I'm the one building it. I want it to be my base, which means I want it to kind of more fit me in the way I am. So I will be changing it up quite a bit, but the basic structures and everything else of the build will still kind of be the same, just in my own design, since I'm just going by a few pictures right now. Anyways, as you see, I'd have my Bealizer out. Took a small little break from that up there, and I went and did my bees a little bit. If you give me a second to teleport over there, I will show you my bees real quick before we finish up this episode. Be right back in a few seconds. Okay, and we're back at my base here. Let me just turn my fan off real quick. It's super hot, summer's coming out, so gotta have those fans blowing to keep you cool. Anyways, looks like some of my bees have already stopped now, so let's check them out. Oh, actually, okay, it's raining outside. But as you can see, I've gotten up to the Majestic so far. This is a crossbreed, so I'm trying to weave out the good and the bad. I have most of the ones I'm actually using for crossbreeding. I have most of them full of soul frames. I did that. The soul frames, sure, actually, if I could push the right button here, come on, there we go. Soul frames right here are actually pretty simple to make. You just a piece of soul sand with an impregnated frame. An impregnated frame is made with impregnated sticks and a piece of string, and the impregnated sticks are made in a carpenter with seed oil. This is the recipe for it. 2 blocks, wood blocks, has to be wood blocks, not the planks but the actual wood. 1 and 2, pretty much like you would be making a normal stick, and what it does is it turns them into impregnated sticks for you. If you don't know how to make seed oil, I could show that to you real quick. I don't remember if I had explained that in a previous video or not, but seed oil is pretty simple to make. What you have to do is you have to make you a squeezer, and then you can use seed drops. Scroll over a little bit. Oop. You can use cherries, walnuts, chestnuts. Those are all done by tree breeding. And then you have regular seeds, pumpkin seeds, melon seeds, and there it is, henequen seeds. They give you, takes a lot of seeds to get this stuff up. As you can see, regular seeds give you 0.020. Melon seeds, they give you the same. So honestly, henequen is the way to go, which I'm glad I looked at that, so now I know I need to really keep up on that henequen farm. But that's how those go. pretty simple to make. What the soul frames do is they help they give you an increased chance of getting some mutations in the crossbreeding that you want. Well, not necessarily that you want, but it increases your chance of the crossbreeding, getting the different species, getting the mutations, so to speak. And that's why I went ahead and did them. Just recently put those in, which helped me actually get this majestic bee. What I'm trying to do is get the Imperial and Industrious to start with. So you can see in, oh, that was loud. As you can see in here, I got some already. These were all done by normal breeding, but now I should be able to keep up on it even better. And as you can see, I got a lot of more bees in here, and that's not even including the 30 billion drones that I have in an indexer back at the base, which I don't know which way it is. I think it's that way. But that is my bee so far, and as you can see, if you remember, I had only put down a couple of flowers. As you can see, with the bees pollinating and stuff like that, they are making more flowers like I said they would. Even if I come out here, oops, if I come out here where there were no flowers, you can see there are tons of flowers sitting out here now, and that's pretty much the bees doing their jobs, doing the pollinating as they crossbreed and all that, which is pretty simple. Anyways, that is all for this episode. Next episode, I'm probably going to do a lot more in bee breeding, as well as continue on with my finishing my base. A lot of the base will be done in between episodes, as well as a lot of the bee breeding. But once I get those first two, I'm going to start, or once I get Imperial and Industrious, I'm going to start setting up some automation and stuff like that. Maybe even get into the more of the bee machines, start getting me some liquid DNA and stuff like that. Not real sure, we'll have to see. Anyways, one more, there we go. Yes, the Bloodfather, me, beautiful, I guess. Anyways, this is the Bloodfather signing off on episode 9. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Sorry there really wasn't much going on. I didn't realize that in the beginning I had recorded so much. I would try to get more into it, or get more recordings in of me actually doing stuff in further episodes. I am still new at this, so I'm still working out the kinks and all that stuff of how I do things. As well as I had a few people ask me about the video times and stuff like that. It all really depends on what's going on in my real life. But for the most part, I'm trying to aim for at least 2 videos a week right now. Biggest thing is I'm kind of at a standstill with what to record. Once I get that base set up, then I will definitely be trying to get even more videos out, but I'm not totally sure how I'm going to do that yet. But anyways, this is the Bloodfather signing off on episode 9, and as always, if you guys want to come and join us on the Roguecraft server, I will have a link up in the description as always. Feel free to go to the site, fill out an application. If you get accepted and join the server, feel free to send a shout, say hi to me if you want. I'm online quite often, actually. As well as I'm thinking of doing something else in the description instead of a featured video of the day. Probably going to start doing featured episodes maybe, because I'm starting to run out of channels to find. So starting with this episode here, I'll probably just find real interesting videos of like Minecraft tutorials or something like that, especially when it comes to Feed the Beast, and put those up instead. Unless I really like the person's channel and they got a lot of different videos on tutorials or just even Let's Plays and stuff, I will probably just put their entire channel up in the description. Anyways, thank you for watching. If you guys enjoyed it, feel free to subscribe, like the video, help me get out there a little bit. But as always, that's completely up to you guys. Once again, Signing off on episode 9. Thank you for watching. You guys have a good one.